This Perp back with another video, and I just got done watching episode 5 of American Horror Stories Season 2, Bloody Mary. And when I first saw the thumbnail for this episode, I was like, you have 4 black actresses, which I'm not, I got no issues with that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't believe that, it's in black culture to just, fuck with just do this type of shit, do like the Bloody Marys, the Candymans, and you know what I'm saying, or play with Ouija boards. Already it was kind of like I kind of looked at this episode weird, but I think we finally got what I would say is the best episode of the series. Because I didn't like any episode, I don't think, really, from season 1. Season 2 has been better. Last week's episode was just the worst. This is definitely an improvement on that. I do have some issues, but not too many with this episode because I like the twist. This had probably the best twist that I've seen thus far in this series. So let's talk about this episode because it's fascinating. So you have our 4 characters, Bianca, Elise, you had Lena, and you have Maggie. Now, Lena, she is a part of the, cheerleading squad and stuff like that, so she's dealing with a lot of things. Maggie's kind of like the tech person. I think that's what they're kind of alluding to. Ellis and Bianca, Elise and Bianca are sisters, and they're dealing with a lot at home and stuff like that. But I do like how this episode starts off with them actually playing the game Bloody Mary, and this is kind of different. You're not used to kind of seeing Bloody Mary, or at least the story of Bloody Mary, being told in a black perspective. And they even make Bloody Mary black in this, which I really like the aesthetic and just the way Bloody Mary looks in this. It almost kind of gives me a Sho'nuff like kind of vibe, like a female version of Sho'nuff a little bit. I feel like they were kind of going for that. It kind of feels like those like early black horror films. Like, it was giving me that vibe, and I really like the aesthetics and how they used her throughout the whole entire episode to kind of add to the eeriness. But what I really like about it is this Bloody Mary is kind of different. You know what I'm saying? This Bloody Mary is going to pretty much make a bargain with you, or make a deal with you is a better way of kind of putting it. Each girl kind of made their own deal or their own pact with Bloody Mary. The only one that we didn't get revealed on like exactly what Bloody Mary wanted them to do in return, she's gonna give you something. At least that's the only one that we didn't see, and I like that. I like that twist, but it also kind of plays on people's truth and how they really feel about a certain person. So I think Maggie, she had to pretty much leak a bunch of photos and a possible sex tape or whatnot of one of the students, and I think she was supposed to get riches. I think she asked for riches, if I'm not mistaken. I think Lena, she asked to be like head of the cheerleaders or something like that. Bianca, she wanted to go to Yale, and we just don't know at this point while watching what Elise's kind of motives or what she wants out of the whole thing. But I like that whole kind of twist, saying like, oh, if I scratch your back, I scratch yours. But what happens if you don't do what she says? That the legend is she'll gouge your eyes out. So as you're watching this, Lena and Maggie are the first ones to kind of go, because Bianca and Elise are like the main characters that they mostly focus on. You know what I'm saying? And it is really fucked up when you get to kind of see the way that they're living, is that their mom is just always having some new type of boyfriend. She obviously just doesn't like them even being in the house, so they have to sleep in the car, which is really messed up. So yeah, that aside, Lena and Maggie are the first ones to go, and their eyes are gouged out, so everybody's kind of freaking out when bodies start dropping and stuff like that, and they're thinking that it's Bloody Mary. But this is where the twist comes in. But before I get into the twist, I really like the scene in the classroom when they're talking about reflections and, was it reflections or retractions? I think that's what it was. And just that whole breakdown, and just how mirrors and stuff could be windows to a different realm and stuff like that was really dope. And if you have ever seen this current season of Are You Afraid of the Dark, there's a lot of similarities, especially how they handled the ending. Now let's talk about this twist. So Elise is like the only one that's really kind of trying to do as much research, and it comes to find out that this goes all the way back to this chick named Margaret Worth. I think that's what her name was. She almost looked like Kathy Bates, and I thought that was like a Roanoke kind of tie-in, but it ended up not being that. She is pretty much a person that tricks slaves into thinking that they're going to get led to the Underground Railroad, but in turn they're going to get sold back to slave owners and stuff, which was really fucked up. That was really hard to watch. Like that was really hard to watch. So it ends up becoming this kind of quest or just a mission on just trying to figure out how can we stop Bloody Mary. And they think that it's Bianca and Ellis think that it's pretty much, we gotta take this dagger that was in this like historical museum thing, whatever, that has all this history. And that whole scene was kind of weird too, but I digress. They're able to take this blade and they go out into the woods. You know, they end up finding this place. And I like the set of this place. There's all these like weird mirrors just out of nowhere, and there's just so happens to be this cabin. And this is where the twist comes in. I know I keep kind of dragging ass on it, but it comes to find out that it's really Ellis that's been doing a lot of these killings, that killed Lena and killed Maggie, which I was like, wow, I didn't see that coming, to be honest. And the whole thing is Bloody Mary wants to be freed from the mirror. And what ends up happening is the tables turn for Elise. I know I'm probably butchering her name and stuff. I apologize, but Elise, she gets the tables turned on her by Bianca, and Bianca is able to get the upper hand on her and kill her. But what ends up happening to Bianca is she ends up freeing Bloody Mary, but in return she becomes the new Bloody Mary. And I feel like you could have done a lot more with a longer runtime to kind of really flesh that out a little bit. It just kind of felt abrupt and a little rushed. But overall, I do like the story that was told. You know what I'm saying? I really dug this episode. I feel like this is the first time I actually felt like weirded out or creeped out, or like not even scared, I would say, but just the look of Bloody Mary was really dope and effective to me. But if you've seen this, do you think this is the best episode of the series, or at least the season thus far? Let me know your thoughts. What didn't you like about this episode? Did you not like it at all? Did you not like the whole slave depiction? And just let me know all your thoughts in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.